Yes guys, it's Dan from KilowatWipers.com. Today I'm going to show you how to fit our Caddy MK5 wiper delete kit. So first you need to get this cover off. It basically slides backwards, so you kind of pull it apart like this. It's got two locator tabs. Let's give it a pull. That'll pop off. And give that a wiggle. Got a 13mm nut on the outside. I'm just going to crack that off. I'm going to remove the wiper arm. Next step, we want to remove this little panel at the back. It literally just pulls off, it's held on by clips. That reveals your wiper motor. We want to remove our power supply first, so I'm just going to remove this. Pop that out. We've then got the washer jet pipe. There's like a little clip surrounding it here. You can literally pop that. And that frees everything up there. And then we've just got three 10mm nuts to remove, and we can remove the wiper motor. So your wiper motor is removed. Just want to remove this rubber grommet. Then we're going to clean the glass and we're going to proceed to fit the wiper delete. Okay guys, so in the Caddy MK5 you have a washer jet pipe. It has this little attachment on it. We are sending out like little samples of our tapered washer jet stopper. You can remove this white section and use a tapered plug to go inside here and block it off. But as it's a MK5 platform, you can disable the rear wiper with VCDs. This guy is a mechanic and he's already done it before he's turned up. So we're just going to cable tie this out the way back on itself, and we're going to cable tie the electric supply for the wiper motor out of the way. So once we put the trim back on, it's nice and neat and tidy and there's no rattles. Okay, we're going to bond the kit from the inside of the window. We're going to get the sealant, we're going to run a bead around the edge, and we're going to bond it from the inside, and then we're going to put tape on the back of it. And I'll show you why we're putting the tape on second. It's because there is a metal bit of hatch here, which we want to bond the kit in first, and then we'll put tape on the back to hold it in place. So we're putting some tape on after we've installed it because it's got this metal trim and we need to hold it in place whilst it sets. But now we've bonded it in, we need to clean off the glass. So we're going to wet up the sealant because we want to use it to smear into the chamfered part of the glass. So sometimes this can be a little bit fiddly. So if you need to get a friend to hold the kit on the back side of the glass whilst you're doing this, to make sure you don't push it back into the tailgate, that can help too. Okay, we're going to leave it to set for at least 1 hour. Really, if you can leave it for a good few hours before you do this section, we're going to peel the film off and it'll reveal the finished product. Any excess sealant, like I said, just make sure you get it off the kit, because once it sticks, it is stubborn to get off. And then once it has set, you can run an excess bead around the edge with the needle supplied, and just make sure that's fully flush. Again, wipe it all down, make sure it's clean before it sets, and that'll be fully waterproof and done. Now it's going to put the trim back on and it's job done. So that's the install done. If you want to protect your window, we have Death Seal, which is a rain repellent on steroids. It'll last 3 to 6 months off one application. The rain will just come straight off the back window, and you can get this kit on the description below. And if you guys don't see a kit on our website and you want to have something developed, get in touch with us. We are doing development throughout the year. As long as you come to St Helens in the UK, we can develop it in-house same day. Nice one guys, I'll see you on the next one.
Perfect.